What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Daryl D TV. I'm your host, Daryl D. I'm glad you could join me today. I want to make a quick video and show you my latest mixtape haul. Anybody familiar with me or the channel knows that I'm a huge fan of mixtapes, and I have a few thousand in my collection. And I'm always on the hunt looking for tapes I don't have, DJs I never heard of and whatnot. And I was just recently in New York City last month, as a matter of fact. And whenever I'm in New York, that's one of the number one things I'm on the hunt for is mixtapes. So I didn't get to do a whole lot of digging, not as much as I usually do. But I did find a handful that I'd like to show you guys. And I actually found all of these in the same place. My favorite record store in New York is A1 Records, down on the Lower East Side. World famous. Everybody knows about this spot pretty much. And I've never found mixtapes in there before, but they happen to have a few in there. And I want to show you guys what I picked up. Okay, so in no particular order, the first one I want to show you is DJ Camilo. I have maybe one other Camilo mixtape, but I was happy to find these. The artwork back in the 90s, back in the mid to late 90s, was just incredible on these tapes. And Camilo had some really cool covers, and this was one of them. Vibrant colors, very creative, backgrounds and themes and whatnot. This is obviously a party tape. This is called Latina and More. Latina and More. So obviously that reflects the artwork here. Strictly Live Crew. This is on a regular Maxell tape, but he's got like the little stamp, the Camilo stamp on it. And he even put like a separate track listing in here, so we know what we're getting into. And this is mostly East Coast artists. He kind of jumps around. Most of it is rap music, but there's some a little bit of R&B in here, and it's a little bit of everybody on here too. So yeah, man, I was real happy to find this. Didn't cost a lot of money. I basically paid about $6 a piece for all of these tapes that I'm about to show you. So that's pretty cool. Camilo, Latinas More. Oh, I'm sorry. This is also Volume 4. R&B and Hip Hop Volume 4. So, yeah. Now the next tape I want to show you is also a DJ Camilo tape. This is Hip Hop and R&B Volume 3. Check out that cover. Kind of reminds you of that famous painting that was on Good Times. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Classic DJ Camilo stamp. This one is called La Fiesta. That's the theme of this one. Hip Hop and R&B, La Fiesta. Hip Hop and R&B Volume 3. So we got 3 and 4 right there. Alright, let's keep it moving. Next up, now I have a number of tapes from this guy. Another New York DJ. This is DJ Kool Kev. Get Your Groove On. Now, I'm assuming, and I haven't listened to any of these yet for the record, so I can't tell you exactly, what's on here. But I'm going to assume that this is R&B. It says number 41 up there in the corner. Another Maxell joint. And let's see here. We got Fat Man Scoop, Big Cap, Crooklyn Clan, Gwen McCrae, Lauryn Hill, Cameron Memphis, Blake McGruff, Queen Pen, DMX, and Noriega, Luke, Beanie Man, Chaga Benz, Shaggy, Onyx, DMX, Busta Rhymes, Biggie, Mace, Toto, Brandy. So yeah, basically some more hip hop and R&B stuff. Make sure I got that right. I can't wait to hear this one. Man, there's just something about New York mixtapes from the 90s. Mid-90s. I'm talking 94 to 97 was just an incredible era for New York mixtapes. Cool Cav. Number 41, Get Your Groove On. Next up I want to show you, this is a duo cassette tape, DJ Camilo and Spin One. Does this have a underground funk? Check that out. Look at that artwork. Am I lying about the artwork? Look how cool that is. Hope you can see that. It's pretty sunny out here. Underground Funk, Camilo and Spin One. Let's see what's on here. The Camilo side, he's got, let's see, man, okay. All City, High Tech, Jay-Z, R.A. the Rugged Man, Lord Finesse, OC, Alcoholics, Lords of Brooklyn, Science of Life, L Fudge. Nice. The Spin One side, let's see, we got Shabazz the Disciple. I'm not reading all of the artists. There's a lot more songs and artists than I'm actually stating, but I'm just kind of hopping around. So we got what is this? Beatnuts, X-Men. Wow. High and Mighty, Organized Confusion, Sauce Money, Godfather Don, Company Flow, Redmatic and Babu. Yeah. Classic. DJ Camilo stamp. Looking forward to listening to this. Underground Funk by Spin One and DJ Camilo. Next up, now this next guy, I've never heard of him. This is DJ Shogun. You guys ever heard of Shogun? Can't Hold Me Down. Now, just by looking at this cover, I know this is a New York DJ. Look at the spine. Look at the back with the information. I have so many mixtapes with the same type of design on the back with the contact information. I know a New York tape when I see it for the most part. And this is obviously a New York DJ. DJ Shogun, Can't Hold Me Back. Let's see. Another Maxell joint. No kind of labels or markings on this one. Some of the artists featured on Can't Hold Me Down is Ja Rule, Rough Riders, Nature, Nas, Exhibit, Roots, Mad Rapper, Mobb Deep, Memphis Bleak, Eve, Blackstreet, Kelly Price, Jay-Z, Soft Money, Slick Rick, Busta Rhymes. Can't go wrong with those guys and gals. DJ Shogun, Can't Hold Me Down. I'm feeling that. Next up on the menu, we have, here's a familiar name, DJ Envy, Yes, that DJ Envy. This one is called Envy's Angels. Another Maxell joint with his name written on here. I think a lot of people use these Maxell tapes because they were the cheapest, some of the cheapest to buy during that era. You could buy them in the big bricks. They were reasonably priced, you know, unlike like the Sony, what is that, the SA90, I think it was, the gray tape, which was the high output tapes or whatever, which were, you know, they're pricey now, you know, if you can find them new and sealed, and they were a lot more back then. I have a lot of mixtapes that I put on the same Maxell tape. They were just reasonable. You could find them pretty easy, and you could find them in bulk. Between this Maxell and the TDK with the red packaging on it, between those two tapes, you could find those anywhere and everywhere. I used to buy them at Walgreens. You know, I used to find them at Goodwill in the bricks all the time. It was just a popular tape to use. Let's see. Let's look at some of these artists that's Envy put on Envy's Angels. We got Prodigy, Shine, G-Dep, Ja Rule, Loon, Jay-Z, Puffy, 112, Candy, Tank, R. Kelly, 50 Cent, Avant, Groove Theory, Bilal, let's see, Faith Evans, Casey and JoJo, Music, Reese, Envy's Angels. I have a lot of Envy tapes. Not a lot. I shouldn't say a lot. I think I have maybe a half dozen Envy tapes in my collection, maybe a few more. But yeah, he was killing it back. I think DJ Clue put him on, and once he got rolling, he never really stopped, and he's been doing big things. So yeah, that's DJ Envy, Envy's Angels. I think he had more than one volume of Envy's Angels. This doesn't have a volume on it. I'm not sure if this is the first one or just one in the mix, but yeah. Now this next one I want to show you is not a mixtape at all. It's more like a promotional sampler tape. It's from Bad Boy Records. This is Bad Boy Fall 1995 sampler. And it's definitely a promotional tape. These were given out at shows or to radio stations, to DJs, and to fans at record stores. You know, you could buy something and they give you a free tape or whatever. On this tape is Craig Mack, Making Moves with Puff, Faith Evans, Used to Love Me remix, Faith Evans, Soon as I Get Home, and Total, No One Else. Where is it? Promo only. So, you know, this was in there in the mix with a lot of the tapes that I bought. I thought it was cool to have. I have a lot of sampler tapes in my collection, and I just thought this would be cool. Of course, I'm a huge Craig Mack fan, you know, Faith Evans fan, and I like Total as well. So I picked that up. Not really a mixtape, but bought it with all these other joints. Next up, another very familiar DJ from New York, DJ Silver Surfer. And if you know about New York mixtapes, then you know about this guy. This one, what does it say? Mix 28. That's all it says. Silver Surfer, aka Norin Radio, whatever that means. But this is number 28. He did put a label there. Just one side. Another Maxwell joint. The back of the tape. Some of the artists on here that Silver Surfer put on here. Let's see. We have Pete Rock with the Inspector Deck. Brad Nubian. Noriega. Sporty Thieves. Lauryn Hill. ODB. Charlie Baltimore. Black Rob. Kid Capri. Sons of Man. Gangstar. Channel Live, Mobb Deep, Fat Joe, Eminem. Yes, sir. Silver Surfer. I think I only have a handful of Silver Surfer tapes as well. Maybe 4 or 5 in my collection. But I know he put out a whole lot of tapes back in the 90s as well. I wonder if these phone numbers still work. Number 28, y'all. Okay, next up, we have another Silver Surfer tape. This one is called My World, mix number 20. Classic New York spine. Another cool label on there. Maxwell, as usual. Mixtape number 20, My World by Silver Surfer. Let's see who's on here. A lot of tapes, they put the track listing right on the front, and why not? Let's see, we got Craig Mack, Jay-Z, Crew, Diamond D, Mystical, Main One, Boot Camp, Tracy Lee, and Biggie. What was that? Sauce Money, OC, High Tech, Craig Mack, SWV, Ray Vaughn. That's what I'm talking about. And many others. Another classic New York joint, Silver Surfer. My Silver Surfer collection is coming up pretty good. It's coming up pretty good. Found 2 in one spot. Yeah. Got one more to show you guys. Now this DJ I've never heard of, actually. This is DJ Joe Quick. This is called This Is Not a Game. Now as far as I can tell, I think this guy's from New York. I'm not exactly sure. If you know about this guy, let me know in the comments. It says that this tape was put out in 1998. The shout outs on the back feature Supreme, Nori, let's see, Justo, Chris Atlas. He was at Tommy Boy, I believe, back in the day. So these are like a lot of New York references right here. Keep It Real Promotions. This is volume 2. He went a little bit more professional with the bulk blank cassettes. And let's see what kind of track listing we got on here. We're looking at All City, Cannabis, Noriega, Big Pun, Capadonna, Method Man, Exhibit, Saphir, Rascast, Dilated Peoples, Biggie, Fadal Hussein, Das Effects, Too Short, Above the Law, Cameron, Fat Joe, Beanie Man, so on and so forth. So yeah, DJ Joe Quick. This is Not a Game. Mixtape volume 2. On the fat black. And yeah, my first Joe Quick mixtape. Don't know too much about them. If you do, put me up on game. So yeah, y'all, that was my latest mixtape haul. That happened about a month ago. New York City, A1 Records. If you're in the place to be, let them know Daryl D sent you. If you went in there right after me, there's no more mixtapes, I can tell you that. So you might want to look for some vinyl or something else. That's all for right now. Y'all thank you for joining me. Thank you for checking out Daryl D's TV, and I will see you next time. Peace and love.